Dating in the West is imploding in real time, and there are many reasons for this. But my main point here in this whole video is when you engage in dating in the West, whether you're a man or a woman, it's all about who can get something from the other person or embarrass the other person before the other person does, and who can save face first. That's often what it comes down to. It's all about appearance and making sure you look good at all times and that you don't take a L, as they say these days. So there are many reasons for this, and we're gonna get into it. But as always, water time, my friends. Massive cum shots, yeah, whatever. Let's go. Mazel tov. So, everything's ass backwards in the West. I once read a book by the author David Deida called The Way of the Superior Man. And that book left a strong impression on me because of one thing I read in it. And what it said was, relationships between the sexes work the best when men are in their masculine and women are in their feminine. And you can read more on that and what that specifically means. However, there's three main reasons that I've pinpointed as to why there's this dating arms race, as I like to call it, the dating arms race going on in America. Where it's basically, these days, it's just dating in the West has just degenerated into men and women duking it out, fighting it out, and going on the internet and getting some information about how to fool the other gender to get what you want from them and then piss them off and psychologically manipulate them and have game and all this other dumb shit that nobody has time for. But that's one of the points I'm going to get into, so let's get right into it. So, number one, the most paramount problem is we have this wave of men trying to be women and women trying to be men. And, you can blame this on feminism or cycles of history where men are becoming weak. You can blame it on whatever you want, but it is what it is. It's happening. We have these men wearing earrings and stupid shit like this now, and lipstick, and getting their hair colored and caring so much about their physical appearance, something that a woman would do. Then we have women doing the opposite, where they want to keep men on short leashes, and you have these music videos going around showing women dominating men and making them look submissive and cucked and all this other bullshit. And we have women saying they don't need men and that they're independent and all this other bullshit. And we all know it's fake. If all the men were to stop doing their jobs tomorrow, the world would go to hell in a handbasket. Everybody says they don't need men until they need their trash picked up, okay? So, there's that. And then you just have men becoming weak because there hasn't been a war in a long time. Men don't fight anymore. Most people have never been punched in the face, so they don't know what true turmoil and problems are and true struggle. They've never felt hunger pains. Everything's taken care of in the West. You can just get free money from the government. Nobody gives a damn. It's just about, at this point, it's just about feelings other than survival. So that's number one. We have men trying to be women and women trying to be men. And it's even gone so far as to, men are getting their dicks chopped off and replacing it with the other and vice versa. And obviously that's playing into it. And then we have all this toxic food that, I'm getting kind of conspiratorial here, but we have all this food that's building more estrogen in men and more testosterone in women. So there's some kind of a temporal shift going on. It's a bizarro world out here. Clown world. Number two, we have too many people in the West are just spoiled. They don't have a purpose in life. Everything's taken care of. They just work their cuck job and go home, and things aren't great for them. They're not living the good life, but it's good enough. As long as they can have their potato chips and sit on the couch or their Snickers, whatever the hell these people eat, then everything is okay. And because of that, that means people have a lot more free time on their hands. So they have time to play these inane games and engage in this psychological warfare and go online and look up, oh, how do I do these dark triad tactics on this girl? Or, oh, how can I take the power back from my man in their relationship? They have time to do all this inane bullshit because they don't have any other thing going on in their life. They're just a bunch of losers trying to manipulate other losers, and I can't be bothered with it. So that's also what's going on. And it's really sad because this is supposed to be something that's natural and organic and fun, and people want to treat it like it's some kind of a arms race where the man goes on the internet and learns how to manipulate the woman, and then the woman learns about the manipulation and learns how to counteract that, and then the man does the same, and it's just this fucking arms race, and it's all bullshit. So that's the second reason. Third reason is we have this hustle culture going on where it's just a giant dick measuring contest. Everything's about status. Oh, I gotta get the bag. Yeah, all this dumb bullshit. That doesn't really add any meaning to life. It's part of the late stages of capitalism. And I'm not a capitalist, I'm not a communist, I'm not either one. I think there should be balance in everything. But as great as capitalism is in its initial stages in building products and helping the world and getting everybody out of poverty, at some point it becomes too much. And we need to start asking, should we do this rather than can we do it? There's an ethical obligation to this. And in the late stages of capitalism, everything's taken care of, so people have nothing to complain about. People have no real struggles in life. And this is the problem we have right now, where people just start to make these head games and fuck with each other, and they really don't have anything else to do with their life. And because of this, it's just this giant dick measuring contest of status, and everybody's just delusional, and they expect perfection from their partner, and they themselves aren't perfect. No relationship is perfect. It takes work, it takes sacrifice, it takes dedication, it takes being in the right place, happy with yourself, rather than trying to find it from somebody else. And people just think of relationships as this Disneyland fairy tale bullshit that we're sold when we're kids. And it's not true. Well, it is true to some extent. That there should be a little magic and feeling between you and your partner, but to have a family, which is the ultimate goal of a relationship between a man and a woman, it takes sacrifice. It takes duty. And those are two words I never hear in the West anymore. It's all about getting the bag, who can look good online, and amplifying your online avatar with the real world. So those are the reasons why dating in the West is imploding in real time. And at this point, there's no coming back. So if you want to stick around and try to find something traditional, if you're a traditional person, my friend, I can't help you. You can try your luck in the West, but I propose a different solution. I think you should just say, fuck it, get your passport, and go somewhere where the people are more traditional. Learn their culture, respect their culture and law, learn how the people operate, get along with the people, and that's the only way out, in my opinion. So it is what it is. There's no saving it. These people are just going to, I guess, become these subatomic units of production to their corporate boss, or to the government, whichever one they think runs them.